This is probably one of those moments where I should just start the video with my usual intro and try to act like I haven't been gone for a long time, and then said I was gonna come back and then haven't come back, and then post a video 2 months later saying that I'm coming back. So I'm not gonna say whether I'm coming back or not. I'm just gonna post videos. Yeah, it's probably the best way to open this video. Anyway, we got some Holms gameplay online in Quick Fight, and doesn't that just feel awkward to you guys? Does it? Maybe. Yes? No? Maybe so? Hold a tiger toe? Weird? Okay, good. Let's start off the video how we normally would do then. What is going on, MMA fans and gamers? It's your boy Fighting Its Finest, the Sofa Commentator, coming at you with another EA UFC online gameplay. This one is a mirror match with Holly Holmes versus, as they would like to introduce it, Holly the Preacher's daughter Holmes. See how you do that? Try to act like it's not the same person by just adding in the nickname. It's pretty clever, EA. Pretty clever. But yeah, I think I'm in the red corner. I'm in the red corner because I see the red tape glows around there, so that's why I'm in the red corner. Just look on the left side of your screen to know I'm the one operating from there, and you don't get mixed up on what's going on. So we start off this fight actually pretty technical. That's how I like to fight. Spacing, timing, range. You know, figuring out my opponent's tendencies and then trying to figure out where to go from there. And early on, as I usually do, I'm usually the more fluent striker. I've noticed this whenever I play online, that it's pretty easy for me to stick at range, for me to apply my combos early before this fight goes into like this weird mode. And I say it's weird because it gets to the point where you have to do things that don't make sense, you know? Like, for example, she went for a spinning back fist there, and then all of a sudden, like, a weird spinning back kick that seemingly came from nowhere. Like, who would throw that there? Like, if you was a real fighter and then you saw that, what would you think to yourself? Like, he really just threw that. And when I first started playing this game, that really used to throw me off, to the point where you have to do things to kind of keep your opponent off of you, or you put together a bunch of combinations that don't make sense. For example, you can go for a body kick and then just throw an uppercut right afterwards, or you do like a leg kick and then an uppercut and then a body kick and then a super kick while you're like super close to your opponent. And if I need you in the gut, depending on how EA's feeling gracious enough to give you a stun animation or not, that knee to the gut could then be countered by like a weird, you know, front kick. Like, range and where you would throw certain punches from doesn't make sense in this game. It honestly doesn't. So what was a pretty technical fight early on goes into, I believe, a weird kind of fight. But still, because of the boxing in the beginning, I thought it would be a good fight to share with you guys. So, talking about this game, actually, a while ago I recommended this game to a lot of you guys, and I think this game, I'm pretty sure it came out in February or March. And at this point, to me at least, this game just feels completely irrelevant. Like, the changes that they made, I'm not too happy with them, but they're not all terrible, but they're mostly not fixing the major problems that the game has. So if you play this game and you played it from the beginning, I think you probably would have been a little bit more happy with it in the beginning if you're a sim player versus how it is now, because wrestling doesn't really feel like it exists. The clinch has like the longest denial window in the history of all denial windows, and the game is just, like, to me, in a weird spot right now. So a big event actually occurred on this game recently, and that would be the championship, the EA finals for whatever event, for live events I believe it was, and that came up at EA's UFC 200, not EA UFC 200, but UFC 200, and they had an event that they posted on Twitch. And when you look at the top competition, I'm doing the quote fingers here, going up against each other, you will really sit there and like even listening to commentators try to call the game was completely hilarious. Trying to watch the guys running the event interview the fighters was weird as hell, because it's like they didn't know what to ask them, and then they had like Chris Weidman and somebody else out there throwing out t-shirts and being quote unquote cornermen. And to be honest, the whole event looked like a joke. It looked like a big joke, and they was more about having a good time than they were about showing some form of professionalism in the event. And it's good to have, you know, lightheartedness, but then even the way the event was ran was weird as fuck too, where it was Frankie Edgar versus Jose Aldo only, and then they gave everybody the ability to choose perk cards, or you know, the little special perks that you get, whether it's like fluent strike or raise their elbows or something like that. The different perk cards. I don't play much Ultimate Team, so I don't know the name of every card, but instead of just letting them, you know, create a fighter and then go at it from there, the way the whole thing was conducted shows that this game cannot, and I repeat, this game cannot be an esport. And mostly it's because of how the game is played. Like, if you want to look at this fight is pretty damn technical to what was displayed on that card or on that live event, where it literally was just a mind fuck. You couldn't even predict what was gonna happen next. Body spam, oh lord, the whole 9 yard. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, you know, with somebody, you know, throws 50,000 spinning kicks, or you know, like how it was in the beginning. So it wasn't too bad, but it could have definitely been a lot better, and I think the event should have been taken a lot more serious as well. This round, let me just jump into the action real quick. We decided to be the pressure fighter and to come forward, even though it was pretty technical early on. I did think I was capable of getting a knockout, and also I wanted to see how he responded to pressure. So regardless of how many punches we take, because you really don't have to respect damage, because if you do get in a stun state, you will recover in a couple of seconds like we did just there, and then you just stand there and look to trade back. If you get rocked and go to the floor, you're probably going to be able to recover at least 3 or 4 times before you end up getting knocked out. So I just don't respect aggression. I don't really respect the online play. So here I am walking forward, throwing combinations and acting like it didn't matter that I just got popped. And look at my health, how quickly it recovers. So I think you guys can see why. I don't know what to say about this game, and I don't know if I would really recommend it to anybody, but I am going to try to post more videos of it and kind of see where this takes me and what you guys think about it as we get this beautiful finish here with the chin check left uppercut that connects after the straight right hand, and that is how the cookie crumbles in this fight. So I will say this: if you did enjoy this video and you did enjoy this commentary, let me know by hitting the like button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you're interested in seeing more gameplay, not necessarily just on YouTube, but just seeing me play the game and being in an area where you can interact and, you know, get to know some other people who play the game, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/FightNightsFinest8. Link can be found in the description, as well as I want to point out some other streams right now. I really do, but they don't normally just post UFC, so that might be misleading, so that I won't do. But anyway, it's been your boy, Fight Night's Finest, the Sofa Commentator, and I'm off. Peace!